All right, everyone, join me as I make a few quick burgers here. My wife decided she wanted to have some burgers this afternoon, and not everyone in the house wanted burgers. So since she's my wife, I made some burgers. What's the old saying? Happy wife, happy life. Well, this is one of those instances where I'm trying to see if that's true. So, and excuse the noise in the background. This happened to be the one day that the neighbor is mowing the lawn and my dog is acting like a child. So excuse the noise in the background, but enjoy. And you see me out of the video here for a moment. Why? Because as embarrassing as it is to say, I actually forgot to slice my onions. So I had to go run back in, slice the onions, and well, I'll bring them back out here shortly. Trying to see if I can get the patties pretty flat here. What I want to do is get them flat enough to where I can just season the top of them. And I'm going to try seasoning I haven't tried before. I saw it at the local grocery store, so it's listed as a rub, but I'm going to try it as a burger seasoning. And don't you just love the sound of sizzle? Like, it made me think about restaurants. You ever been to a restaurant that where they're frying chicken or fish or cooking burgers, and you can hear it in the background? You know, you hear them in the kitchen cooking. Here's the cowboy butter I'm trying here from Pit Boss. No endorsement or thing here. I'm just trying it to see how it tastes, if I like it. So I'm gonna let these cook a few more minutes, flip them. And the good part about it is you don't have to let them sit on one side too long because they're flat, they're smash burgers. So they're gonna be cooked all the way through. Most people, this is just from my experience, but most people who eat smash burgers, they're not gonna ask for like a medium rare or rare or anything like that. They're generally just gonna get the smash burger as it comes. Maybe that's just the people I'm around, I don't know. But generally, well done, or at least to where there's no pink, is usually good for a smash burger. See these onions here? The onions I forgot to go and cut up earlier, or slice earlier. I love putting some on top, but I also love putting some around the edges in the middle part to let the burger soak up all the onion juice, all the onion flavor. I got some Kraft cheese here. This is actually some big slices of cheese. This probably would have suited well for a bigger burger, like a regular thick burger, but it is what it is. It's gonna taste good. Now, coming up here, I'm going to also go ahead and get my buns ready. I decided to go today with some keto buns. Try to watch the carbs a little bit whenever I can. But we're going to let those cook just for a minute or so and get them off. Look at that cheese. Is there a more beautiful sight than melted cheese? Okay, now it's time to start getting ready to get these buns off here. You don't want them too dark. And for those who don't have an interest in griddling or barbecuing or grilling, whatever, I would suggest developing an interest just in case you need to use it. You know, hurricane season's coming up. At least I know where I am in Texas. So you never know when the electricity may go out. Could be off for a day or two. Could be off for a couple of weeks. But if it is, hey, you're not gonna go lacking on cooking anything because you have a grill and or a griddle. So you never know what other kind of emergencies may come up, some kind of catastrophe, whatever. You know, any other kind of SHTF scenario might come up. So if you haven't developed an interest in it, or if you haven't done it in a long time, hey, break out that grill, break out that griddle. Let's get it done. Coming up on summertime here. Let's go. Look at those burgers. Cause I love the way the cheese is melted. That is beautiful, and it's like stuck to the griddle a little bit. That's what I love to see. And it's not it's not as hard of a cleanup as you would think. But you don't want to go leave it on there for a very long time, or you just go put your griddle up and leave it on there for some days or weeks. You're not trying to do that. Usually I clean up as I'm cooking, but this time I actually didn't. I came back right after and cleaned up very well. You see I'm kind of scraping it off here, the cheese. But yeah, just want to make sure you don't leave it on there for a very long time. Look at those burgers right there. The cheese melted over the onions and the meat. The keto bun is just, it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Look at that. Onion, cheese, nice ground beef right there. That's a beautiful sight. Like if I wasn't married, I would marry this burger right here. Look at that. And this is me again, reminding you all to get ready, stay ready. God bless.